Hey Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are the High Priestess. Baby, happy September. We are 6 days away from the blood moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. Stay tuned. This week I'm going to announce a special REIKI full moon fire ritual open to everybody. All right, so this is going to be a September overview, Pisces. Let's lock in. Thank you, spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, Archangel Michael. Oh my God, I love it. Thank you, spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, Archangel Michael. Please help me pulling insights for the High Priestess Collective, highest timelines, highest messages for the High Priestess Collective. I'm so crooked. I don't know how to fix it. I'm like, this might be a tablecloth thing. 2 more. Ooh. Crazy. 4 swords at the bottom. Okay. Wow, September looks good on you, kid. Damn, Pisces. Okay, September looks... I'm not going to lie to you. September looks nice. There is crossroads energy, and there's going to be a choice. Actually... there looks like there's 2 choices. And one involves either something to do with a route. A route? Or a route? Both. Okay, let's do this first. Holy guacamole, that just gave me a wave. Show me this beautiful 10 of Cups for Pisces. September overview. I'm looking at this, I mean, what is time, but week by week. So leading up to this eclipse, there's revelation around what actually fulfills you, people, activity, community, location that actually fulfills you. There's revelation here. This may be a testament to the peace you've already afforded your vibration. Can you show me the 10 of Cups for Pisces? Wow, this is really crazy. Show me 10 of Cups. Ace of Swords. What is going on? Ace of Swords. Okay, that's the revelation, right? That's breakthrough for my Tarot Academy students, past, present, future. Ace of Swords is download. It's clear, cognizant energy. It's when you have like an epiphany. It's like when you're cleaning or painting or mowing the lawn or just driving, doing something very rote, you know, going for a walk, doing something you don't have to think much about. You're kind of like, you get into flow state and there's this aha moment. It's epiphany energy. And someone just sent, I think High Priestess Sarah just sent me this, that there are studies being done around intuition. And some studies believe, and we've said this on this channel before, that your intuition, those nudges, are messages from your future self guiding you to get there. There may be something happening this week, especially with this full-blood lunar eclipse moon in your sign, Pisces. And this full moon that is an eclipse is going to showcase or reveal anything in your Piscean energy. So your sun, moon, rising, your north node, your Mercury, your Venus, wherever you got Pisces, it's revealing truth, Ace of Swords. Truth that is higher level. The yuds here, these yellow yuds, those are the fingerprints of God. Oh my God, Pisces. Those are the fingerprints of God. They're showing you where... oh gosh, sorry, hold on. They're showing you where God has touched your soul, your path, your humanness in a way that you can see. I think this is like in the past. They're showing you God's fingerprints that are on parts of your path or parts of your life in the past. They're showing you that so that you trust where you're going now, because this pull towards your 10 of Cups, it requires your free will to surrender. And there's a union of spiritual enlightenment, but there's also this element of physical enlightenment is not talked about a lot, you know, but your physical enlightenment is just as important as your spiritual enlightenment. When you're able to use both of those, physical enlightenment being the awareness and attunement to your body and to the environment around you, the land around you, geographical aspects, weather patterns. Like when you reach physical enlightenment, it's through this spiritual aspect of you, but you're applying it through this physical experience and lens. There's a union of those happening here. 10 of Cups, Ace of Swords is the energy of, I know where my fulfillment is. I know where my community is. I know where the location is. I know where the relationship is. And this might be an energetic location. Might be a physical location too. But on the energetic side, this is, I understand the energetic fingerprint I need to have for this to be grounded in my physical reality. This is very High Priestess Magician energy of like, I know how to feel and see beyond the veil, and then I know how to ground this into a physical reality. Pisces, I'm getting so many waves of emotion, but it's beautiful. It's just like very overwhelming. Trust the wave. Trust where you're going. There's an element of surrender here. I also think there's an element of excitement here. It just may feel a little bit like pinch me moments. Can you show me this Ace of Swords? This can be a contract comes in, or some form of communication. But I think most importantly, look at you at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. I think most importantly, this is like the calls coming from inside the house of, oh, I'm really clear on what my fulfillment is, where I want to be, what I want to have. And there's this trust in, oh my God, look at the fingerprint trail from the past. Maybe in times where you didn't even realize that spirit was guiding you, that your higher self was pulling you, that your footprints were blessed. And now I'm hearing footprints in the sand, that prayer. When there was one set of footprints, it was then I carried you, you know. I love that prayer. I read that prayer at my aunt's funeral. I think that you've walked and you've been carried, and now you are awake. And I think that trifecta, there's 3 elements of crowns here. There's 2 wreaths that become, 2 branches that become laurels, which are human-made crowns for localized success. And then there's a golden crown, which is essentially bestowed upon you by the divine. You walked, you were carried, and now you're awake. And that message is coming from inside the house. Trust the wave that they're guiding you to ride. This is like surrendering to it, being like, Pisces, I feel like you know the steps, the process, maybe even how long this is going to take. Not like, oh, how long it's going to take. Just that in the physical world, the physical law is like, you know, we take actions and then we have to kind of like let things unfold a little bit more. We take more actions, let them unfold a little bit more. Further clarified by the World card. This is an energetic awareness of what is required to walk through that portal. And you have the 2 batons of the Magician. Not just 1, 2. So this also means like when you're looking back at it for proof and evidence that you have manifested through trust in the divine before, or you've manifested without even realizing, you've trusted your path without even realizing how blessed or sacred it was. The awareness, you are awake. The awareness gives you double magic, double alchemy. Your powers have expanded. And as your powers expand and your awareness expands, there's much more that you can experience. There's much more you can see. There's more you can travel to. There's more you can create. The World card feels like a pin. I feel like they're dropping a pin. It's so crazy. Show me the pin. Smash that love button for this, Pisces. Bottom of the deck, look, Temperance. And that crown is floating. What the fuck? Oh, it's floating over the location. It's floating over the location. If you've been healing self-worth and hypervigilance and like the concept of like what's possible, you know, like proving to yourself what's possible in some capacity, there's a path that's only for you. This isn't for everybody. This is only for you. In the traditional Rider-Waite, they call it the path to glory, which usually the sun is over the location, but here it's the crown, and we just spent so much time talking about these 3 different fucking crowns. And if you think about crowning in childbirth, it's like the head is arriving. The full form has not entered this physical realm, but that crown, the crowning is really, it's like, oh, it's happening. It's happening, and it's probably the hardest part. God bless. Okay, focus. Show me the pin. This energetic relocation or energetic direction, energetic place, it feels like a being, energetic beingness. They want you to trust that you have all that you need to make this a reality. 3 of Wands, patiently waiting for your ships to come in. See, this is the energy of, I am spiritually awakened. I'm physically awakened. I understand that by following my spiritual nudges and intuitive path, I will be guided to certain energetic or physical locations. And I will also have to allow the physical reality to meet me there. So Temperance with the 3 of Wands, both of these cards are a little bit about allowing the physical time of the physical world to meet you. Why meeting you? Some of you might already be here. What am I saying? Some of you might already be here in the frequency or the location or the beginning steps of whatever the significant change is. And it's like you're allowed to trust that you are where you're meant to be and let the physical meet you there. Especially if you have Aries in your North Node. Yeah, wow. What is this? This feels bigger than just, this feels bigger. Show me what I'm feeling. This is like a paradigm shift. Nothing's gonna be the same. You know, I just wanted this to be for September. This feels bigger. Fuck, September, October, November, December. I'm gonna keep reading as if this is September, but this might be, I might be talking about the next 4 months. I feel so emotional with this spread. Empress, look. Was I not just talking about crowning? God bless all the moms out there. Oof. Okay. This is paradigm shift being birthed into new world. This new frequency requires, I got it. This new frequency where either you're there and waiting for the physical to catch up. Not even catch up, it's meet you. They're going on their own time. It's appropriate. Their timing is appropriate. I don't know. I'm not saying, I don't know what I'm saying, to be honest. They might be people, but I just mean the physical circumstances that will begin surrounding you. Okay. The frequency that was and is required. I don't know if you, like, you might have already done this or you're doing this. It is radical self-acceptance and radical unconditional love. Radical, radical, radical. And I'm saying that because what looks like is about to happen or is happening, paradigm shifts is when all of the aspects change. So it's like when you get a, I'm just going to use a simple example. You get a new, well, childbirth, you have a baby. You have a baby, every fucking priority changes. Everything in your life changes. Your body changes, your mental state changes, how you view the world changes. Sometimes your job changes, right? Sometimes where you live changes. It's like such a catalyst of this thing births and everything else changes. That's what this feels like. And it does feel like this has been intentional. It feels like you've been working to get here. You've been energetically aligning for this to get here. And now it's crowning. And you are the mother of it. The frequency that's required here is radical self-acceptance and unconditional love. Show me one more on that. This is so nuts. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. That's a double Taurus. Spiritual wisdom. So if you think about the Hierophant as like the spiritual enlightenment, the Empress is the physical enlightenment. She loves everything about her body and the vessel that it is. She loves everything about what it is that she is birthing. That's that radical self-love. Like that baby she's birthing, what's being crowned. Unconditional love. Mama bear love, would kill for that love. Kali Ma energy, right? Show me one more on this Empress birthing, the crowning of this paradigm shift. Oh my God, Ten of Swords. That's so nuts. So what's ending here is the old paradigm's ending. I don't know what you did. I don't know what you did. Show me one on the background. This one. Queen of Wands. It's shadow work. This is so crazy. And the Chariot. It's shadow work. This is pure ascension. She's taken 2 masks off. She has like this phantom mask outside of her. What has happened has been, if you have been intentionally healing aspects of the self for, let's just say, 4 years, give or take. Give or take, give or take, give or take. Fuck. What the Queen of Wands does is she focuses on healing the limitations, healing the wound, healing the ancestral line, with the knowing, she knows this in her soul. As I heal the depths of these things that my ancestors before me could not, the gift that's within the wound will be revealed to me organically and naturally. It will radiate out of me. I will not have to activate it. I will simply get to witness myself being in it. When she does that, everything around her that's aligned with the healed frequency and vibration of that work, like a magnet, is pulled in. And then she chooses what it is that she wants to experience based on what's being called in and drawn to her. She could not have pulled all of that in had she not sat with the Ten of Swords. Listen though, not just one time. The Ten of Swords is like over and over. Queen of Wands, Ten of Swords. It's over and over and over and over again. So there's like multiple wounds. Just what I'm seeing on the table. Communication, throat chakra, a big one. Provocative thought, another one. What it means to be, what femininity means to identity is another one. What parenthood means to people, another one. Matriarchal healing, another one. Just a couple. Just a couple. It's also an energy of like toxic, what is it? Like toxic masculinity versus innate leadership. That's another one. And we all have both femme and masculine energy. The Empress and the Queen of Wands, super similar energy. She calls it in. And you become the Empress when you have this level up of I've mastered the energy of Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Now I embody all 4 queens, and I'm able to birth or manifest any sort of reality I choose, any sort of paradigm I choose. There's also relationship healing here too. Okay, this is stunning, kind of crazy and overwhelming in a beautiful way. Advice here. Queen of Cups. Let your intuition serve as the crown. Your intuition is crowned. That means it's like, it's special. It's a little bit more refined than it either previously was or than people in your family allowed theirs to be. It's refined. This is stunning. Okay. We love this. You're energetically aligning with your 10 of Cups, whatever that means to you. You know? It feels like there's like several aspects. There's layers to this. It's like location, family, relationships, fulfillment, maybe career, maybe children, maybe relationships. Like, this is a big shift though. And it's starting now. Show me the Page of Swords. That's the most willing student. Oh my God. Okay. Wielding the sword of truth that's laying on the altar of the magician represents the claircognizant wisdom that somebody has now allowed themselves to trust. The claircognizance and the ability to create logical planning in addition to the other resources on the altar, plus the magic of the wand. The wand is faith. The wand is the belief in energetics. The Page of Swords is learning another level of their magician energy. This is also giving you look like this, but this is who you are. Which makes sense because court cards represent human day-to-day personality types, whereas the major arcana are a little bit more, they are still archetypes of the human experience, but they're through the lens of ethereal limitlessness. So you're showing up as new kid on the block. New kids on the block had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick. And I think it's fly when girls walk by for the summer. For the summer. This is also when Spirit's like, hey, I'm going to show you what else you can do with this. So if you've manifested something before. I think that's why I was picking up on the 2 wands and the World card. Spirit's like, watch this. Like, we're going to show you what else you can do with this month. Yeah, harvest. It's manifesting new beginnings that feel fulfilled and grounded in a very light intention. The intention is illuminated, actually. So actually, what you end up manifesting in the 3D, there's light around it. I think that means you're going to be glowing as you live in the paradigm shift. So people can feel how real it is, how real you are, how real you are, how close to divinity you are. This is a little spooky, I think. I love this, but I think this is going to freak people out how much you trust your process. Imagine if you turned water into wine at an actual wedding. People would, I need you to actually like imagine it. People would lose their mind. There's an energy of that. I'm not saying you're going to do that. I'm not saying you're not going to do that though. This is though, it does feel high priestessy, like you're energetically aligning. So I think that there is some quietness to this outside of your actions. If people are watching your actions, they might be able to tell what you're doing if they are of this ilk too. But for people who don't speak this language, operate this way, do anything with energy, this is going to be a wow factor for people of like, how the fuck did you do that? Or when the fuck did you do that? Page of Swords, 3 of Cups. This is the Sisters of Fate. It's the Sisters of Fate. Yes, fuck. Right before this, I was Googling. I was like, what are synonyms for destiny? This is the Sisters of Fate. you have a spirit team around you, and or, you know, Pisces, you might have like skipped Earth School a couple of times and been a spirit guide yourself. So there's this like, I'm showing up like this, but I'm a little bit more whimsical, I'm a little bit more magical, I'm a little bit out of this world energy than you might realize. Watch me make the perfect recipe for this shift and change. Spirit is showing you what is possible through the 3D. Can you show me that? When you follow the actions that Spirit is delivering you, can you show me how they're delivering the message? Thank you. 6 of Cups, 8 of Cups. They're delivering the message through 6 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Okay. There are family dynamics, there's friendship dynamics, there's nostalgic, past life energy here. This is a little challenging, but there's like pros here. I'm speaking to you. Ready? Everything that you have walked away from in the past because you recognize this is a pattern that is detrimental. This is a toxic cycle I'm participating in. Anything that you have left in that way, there's some sort of evidence there that after you did that, something was shown to you. And I think it was through deliverance, through like, you got something after a departure. And that doesn't necessarily have to mean like the week you left that job, you met, you know, somebody that changed your life. This could be like you disconnected from something that was really hard, and 12 months later, something of equivalent or higher value entered your life, and you knew on a personal, energetic level, oh, fuck, they replaced that thing with this. I just had to like keep it moving for 12 months and allow the physical reality to meet me there. Every time you've done that, it looks like there's been at least 2 times you've done this, where you had to give up something significant, and then physical reality time passes, and at some point it's replaced with something of equal or higher value. That's a great business model, Spirit. Okay. It's happening again. It's happening again. Foofy woofy. I do think this eclipse season, there is something that you are already knowing that you are leaving or disengaging from, or dodging maybe again. You know, sometimes we kind of have to say no to the cycle a few times for it to be finally kicked. And I'm not saying anything new coming your way. This is like you already have. Page of Swords is like, I'm willing. And that's because there's willingness is important here, because there's also this knowing of like, when I'm out there in the wild, I recognize I'm kind of vulnerable here, but I'm willing to do it because I know that there's learning to be had and there's power to be gained through this. So there's some sort of willingness, knowingness of, I'm faced with detaching from something, either for a final time or it's a bigger detachment, and it's for this greater manifestation in your 3D. They're having you take action on it. Like you are leading this. This isn't show me what I want to say. It's not like someone's going to approach you. It's you initiating. Is that true? What am I saying? Strength. Fuck yes, it is that. It is that. It is that. It's you detaching from something on your own accord, because Ace of Swords, you have the wherewithal. You have the wherewithal. This may have even been revealed to you Lionsgate, or around the first week in August, second week in August. You have double infinity symbols here. It's twice. There's this theme of twice. You've done this twice. Maybe this is past life energy coming through too, like, but it feels like it's on the other side. Focus on here. Ready? Okay. You have done this twice before. Some sort of element of release, surrender. And you'll know what it is, because when you choose to take action on disengaging from it, you are saying to the universe, I will no longer eclipse my own light. I will stand in the magic of my power. I will stand in the magic of my fate. I am willing. What? Rewind that. Oh my God. Six of Swords. I am willing. I am willing to go. Oh, strength. I am willing. Okay. Woofy, woofy. Lord in heaven almighty. This is a juicy one. Okay, Pisces, smash that love button if you're still with me. This is, we are in the ethers. Let's get into these double aces for you. Show me, Pisces, show me the double aces. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Now you're like collecting the aces like the magician does. Four of Cups. Nine of Swords. This feels like sacrifice. Yes. Sacrifice. Triumph. Spiritually and physically. Yes. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. These are gifts from the divine. Four of Cups, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, the Star. This feels like a story of somebody who is receiving the elements they need in order for this transition in the physical to be deeply successful and deeply rooted in evergreen status. Evergreen energy is when it's like the trees, right? They're green all year long. Evergreen status in business models is like, it's for, so like a digital course is evergreen, right? So those of you who have an online business, if you have a digital course up there, that's something that like you post it up with a price tag, and as long as you're promoting it, it's like evergreen. It's always there. It's something people can always buy. You don't have to maintain it. It's like, it's evergreen. It's ever preserved. The Nine of Pentacles is the result of this. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, deliverance. Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords to me is like when it's a good thing, but it's like when fear, because of the past, comes up, but it's coming up to come out. So this is like when you sit in medicine circles, any sort of psychedelic healing. This is like when you ever hear of people who are getting married to the love of their life, and that morning they get nerves, and they're like, like significant nerves. And they're like, I can't believe I'm this nervous. And maybe the ego does a little trick of like, is this the right thing? All that does not mean that person doesn't love this other person. All it means is the recognition, wind chimes confirming, that the ego is aware of a paradigm shift. And when the ego is aware of the fact that it's not in control, it will spaz. It will spaz bad. When I started with ayahuasca, oh my God, the spaz was so, it was the worst. It was the worst. So I ended up being like, the next night, first night, it was so bad, the spaz, the Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. It was fear, but I couldn't like fully go in. It was just like mental torture. So the second night, I was like, I'm taking 2 cups and I'm just gonna go all in, like jump off the cliff. Well, your girl jumped right off the cliff, and I left this world and I went into another one. That's what this feels like. That's what this feels like. The Star is the most healing, the most authentic, the most high vibrational wish fulfillment card in the deck with the Sun. So it's like, even with any sort of mental spazzing or resistance or fear, especially if it's unforeseen, the Star card triumphs over it. This is when you surrender to the wave. Where are they taking you? Show me human words. Ten of Wands. Oh my God. King of Swords. That's double Aquarius. Okay, Pluto in Aquarius, Age of Aquarius. It's doing things completely differently. So this is the first of the line to disconnect. The first of the line to have this successful business. First of the line to be this healthy. The first of the line to write a book. The first of the line to have a platform, have a business. It's like first of the line energy. But because you're the first of the line doing it, it looks like you're also releasing the fears imprinted. So we're going back to the fingerprints. Imprinted on the nervous system of the mother, the grandmother, maybe even one line up as well. 10 of Wands, that's released in this acceptance. And King of Swords, now you're the master of the mind. Jesus Christ. Pisces, when you do this, when you accept these, you're going to know that you're doing the right thing, because you will feel like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for, and a fear at the same time. And those things can live together. And the fear doesn't mean don't do it. The fear means your nervous system is releasing the fear it once had to accept this. And it takes a significant amount of shadow work to clear resistance that's rooted in, I'm not worthy of this. This isn't possible for me. Pisces. Pisces. It's a different kind of life that's being birthed this month. It's a different kind of life. Everything is going to start looking, in 4 months, in 6 months, everything around you is going to look different. And you're walking away with this mastery of the mind, where the sun was not depicted on the strength card. The sun is beaming, God beams behind this King of Swords, the mastery of the mind. So now you have this mastery of the emotions, mastery of the elements, mastery of the mind. It becomes an unfuckwithable energy. Anything else on this King of Swords? Mastery over fear. This is because it's a paradigm shift. This means that, do you know anybody who stopped drinking or stopped substance abuse, and then they committed themselves to holistic healing, and they did a complete 180, where they're a yoga instructor, they're a meditation practitioner, maybe they have their own business or a nonprofit, and they're clean 10, 15, 20 years, and they've built this conglomerate of a resource center for people seeking the same healing. That's the kind of energy here. I'm not saying you need to do that, but it's a 180 of what once was. And the demons that were present are excavated or are no longer in rulership. What was once a personal demon is now a mastery of thought. So it's like being able to use that energy, the magician, for alchemy. 7 of Cups reversed at the bottom. That's fucking nuts. All illusions eliminated. Truth visible. That sword of truth. Okay. By Capricorn season, maybe even Aquarius season, January, February. Queen of Pentacles. This is evergreen energy, being able to take what just happened and turn it into something, create something. The abundance flows from it. Look, 8 of Pentacles, putting it into order, from chaos to order. All because you energetically aligned with this. You felt into what would make me feel this. And then it was it's step by step, aligning with the energetics, the emotions, the actions, overcoming any resistance, accepting the pieces that are helping you get to that, and then making it work for you, making those pieces work for you. 8 Pentacles plus the Queen of Pentacles is that 9 of Pentacles. So there's a higher octave of love. The 9 of Pentacles is pre-Empress. The Queen of Pentacles is also in line with that energy. So it's a higher octave of love. So it's action, resource, allocation, and a type of work that is repeatable. Maybe a little seemingly monotonous, but it's in the predictability of this type of lifestyle and this type of work, they're actually tapped into the highest frequency of self-love, radical love, unconditional love, and it brings some sort of evergreen abundance. Now you have the Ace of Cups at the bottom. The only one not out is the Ace of Wands, and I feel like it's because it's inside you, Queen of Wands. This was backstory energy. So it's the Queen of Wands got the Ace of Wands, and that Ace of Wands has been the fire burning through all the bullshit inside. Ace of Cups is when your spiritual abilities reach a new height. Your intuition is clearer. It's also coming into reception with fulfillment through the heart space. either with others or in the work that you are doing. Could be both. 8, 9, 10 of Pentacles. Anything else on this Queen of Pentacles? It's Earth Witch energy too, so another extra shout out for those of you who are either relocating to more natural places, or you're using like apothecary herbs, a psychedelic healing for your own expansion. Ace of Swords again, that's crazy. Her back is turned to the old. It's phantom energy. There's a phantom energy associated with who you used to be. By the end of this month, there's like who you once were can no longer be contacted. And this could be like literal. You could be homestead, off-grid. This 6 of Cups, 8 of Cups, you might be releasing the last remnants of people that are not coming with you into this new paradigm. But it could also be like, how would this happen? I'm just trying to think in a 3D way, but it's like they can't access you. New social media accounts, new place of living, new lifestyle. They can't access you. It's like the story of that example I gave of somebody who got clean and went 180 and actually like built a nonprofit around it or a business around it. That old life can't reach you. There's phantom energy here. And the phantom energy that they can't reach you, it's like you have an internal phantom protector that has allowed or activated that Kalima type of protection so that they can't access you. King of Swords. It's part of the mastery of the mind. Not letting the mind play monkey tricks of like, oh, but we feel bad, or oh, like, what if their feelings are hurt? Or, oh, and it's like, oh, well. Anything else? Queen of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups. It's moving with your heart. Wow. Also laying to rest the old. I think the old you would have sacrificed your dreams for the emotional contentment of others. By this Sunday, something is being laid to rest for good, with love from you, but I think it's an old version of the self. Moving with heart and bringing your head with you. Even in the Queen of Swords, she has 2 like phantom. It gives Mother Mary, I have this statue. It's from my grandma, my late grandma. It looks just like that, And not that I'm a Bible thumper or on Team Catholic, but I love the energy of divine feminines in my home, So there's this divine feminine, there's 3 of them, sisters of fate, I swear to God, around you right now. And it's this shift in how you use your mind over emotion. Whereas the emotion, I think, used to be used against you. And that's why so much time had to be spent in Queen of Wands. That's also why so much is opening up to you here. And that's also why you're going to feel so much as you accept it. You will feel the fulfillment of accepting it. And if you feel the fear or anxiety or catastrophizing of like what it's like to get something good and then recognize, wow, I also now have this awareness of I could lose this and that would hurt so very badly. That's the plight of parents too, right? Like, God forbid anything happens to the kid. It's like, oh, I have this immense, indescribable love and I have this immense, indescribable fear every fucking day, right? There's something here like that too. But the mastery of the mind is going to allow you to step into this with acceptance and allow for a little bit more flow, where I also think you used to maybe want to plan things a little more in advance. This is like energy first, emotions next, actions third, and then the arrival is final. Yeah, King of Swords again at the bottom. Gonna get one more here for the HPs. Page of Pentacles. Okay, this is you, birth the new, in your new cute ass little forest. And the spine of this snake around her body, it's Kundalini awakening. It's also like, it looks like a map to me. Like there's roads and these side roads. You may have had side quests. You might have side quests, right? Trust that where you're being energetically and or physically led, this is the new beginning that you prayed for, and your future self is calling you in, you know? And this time, this reading ends in earth energy. It starts energetic and it ends in earth. And now that's technically 11 pentacles, which is Master Manifestor, baby. Smash that like button, Pisces. Claim the shit out of this. Happy September to you. Pisces, you can register for Astrology 102 at the first link in the pinned comment below. $75 off the course until Thursday of this week. We start next Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. We're going to go through your astrology chart, specifically the houses. First house through the 12th house. We're going to uncover purpose, identity, family dynamics, the best ways in which you can use and optimize your energy in relationships, in the workspace, in health and healing, in your spiritual abilities. We're going to uncover the houses and planetary placements that show what and where your spiritual gifts are. If you would like to register, click on that first link in the pinned comment below. Shout out to all the high priestesses who submitted interest in one-on-one coaching. You have an email from me in your inbox now. I love you guys so much. Stay tuned for our Sunday full moon Reiki fire release ritual for this eclipse. I'm very optimistic about this month, and then this reading just kind of confirmed what I was feeling. So let's fucking go, baby. Hold my hands. I'm sending you so much Reiki love and healing. Take a gentle inhale through the nose. Soft release out through the mouth. Remembering who you are and why you came here. And claim it, Pisces. I claim my highest fulfillment and my new paradigm. I'll see you later, Pisces.